This is Dell Inspiron 14 and I think this is one of the best student laptops right now. I think you should buy this laptop. Why? Because it has a good and minimalistic design, it has good body and chassis quality, and the overall performance is acceptable, and I think it should be fine for 90% of the users. Let's start the review with the body and chassis design. Consider its price. Dell did a good job making this laptop because the overall quality is acceptable. I know it is made out of plastic, but you don't feel cheapness in any part of the laptop except the keyboard. The key switches are fine, but the keycaps are not that good, and I don't think you will like the keyboards. Overall, I think if you want to use this laptop in the line typing sessions, it would be fine for you. You will get used to it. But you should know that the keycaps are not that great. As for the trackpad, I can say the trackpad is fine. I like it, but it is a plastic trackpad, and anyway, I will recommend you to use an external mouse via USB or Bluetooth connectivity. As for the hinge, I can say the hinge is good. It is stiff and I didn't have any problem with it, and you shouldn't have to. But the hinge is a little too plasticky for my liking, and I don't like the look of the hinges I'm going to see every day. As for the ports, I like the ports here. We have one USB Type-C ports, one port for our AC adapter, one HDMI 2.1, and two USB Type-A ports, and one SD card slot. I know we want to see 4 USB ports in any laptop. I think especially for this laptop, we should have 2 USB Type-C ports and 2 USB Type-A, or at least 2 USB Type-C ports and 1 Type-A port. But here we are with this laptop with 3 USB ports, one of which is Type-C and the other 2 are USB Type-A ports. And also the audio combo jack has good audio output quality. As for this section, I can give this laptop an 8 out of 10 score. I think they could do something better with the build quality, and also the lack of secondary USB Type-C port is a miss, at least for me, and because of that I took 2 score for this laptop in this section. As for the screen, I can say the screen in this laptop is one of the best in this price range. This laptop is priced at $500 to $600, which is good. I mean, with this amount of money you can't get proper laptop with the best build quality and the display and the performance, but this laptop can deliver it to you. This laptop right here has a 2.5K 14-inch 16 by 10 screen at 60 Hz refresh rate, and the screen brightness is around 300 to 350 nits of brightness, which is good. And I mean, you can use this laptop, but under the direct sunlight you may struggle a little bit, but it is okay and you will get used to it. I mean, the matte display for this laptop is good enough, so you can see this laptop in any lighting conditions. As for the color accuracy, we have good color accuracy too. It has 100% of sRGB and almost 70 to 75% of Adobe RGB, which is great. For this section, I can give this laptop a solid 9 out of 10 score because it deserves it. Why not? It has one of the best screens in this price range. As for the performance, this laptop comes with AMD Ryzen 7 8840HS processor. It's an 8-core with 16-thread CPU. It has good overall performance, and I think you should be fine with this laptop if you are a student or a teacher or a businessman, and I think it is fine for someone who doesn't do heavy tasks like video editing or gaming on their laptop. Which is, I think, there are 80 to 90% of people. As for the RAM, this laptop supports up to 32 GB of RAM, but this model right here has 16 GB of RAM. You can upgrade it to 32 GB, which is great. And also, we have upgradable SSD, which is great, but the SSD they included in this laptop is the worst SSD I've ever seen. It has a SSD from Samsung, which is insane. I mean, the worst score I've ever seen in any laptop in any SSDs. And I think if you want to buy this laptop, you should upgrade your SSD to a better one. It's only a $20 or $30 upgrade. As for the benchmarks, we tested Cinebench R23 in this laptop and we got almost okay results. I mean, the results are fine for this kind of laptop, and it should be fine for anyone who wants to buy this laptop for light usage. or general usage. Like in Cinebench R23, we got almost 12,000 scores in multi-core, which is good. And in Cinebench 2024, we got 750 scores, which is okay for the CPU and this laptop. And the GPU test in Cinebench 2024 obviously didn't work because this laptop doesn't have a dedicated GPU and this laptop doesn't have the requirement for that test. We also tested Geekbench in this laptop and we got almost okay results, but I don't know why Geekbench doesn't like AMD CPUs and they usually don't have good scores in this test. We also tested Adobe Premiere in this laptop to see how well it can perform in content creation workloads. And in Adobe Premiere 2, because Adobe applications are not optimized for AMD CPUs, and because of that, we got 20 minutes and 20 seconds of render time in Adobe Premiere. In Adobe After Effects 2, we got 11 minutes and 3 seconds, which is okay, but it's not made for Adobe After Effects or Adobe Premiere. Let's be honest. We also tested Time Spy to see how well it can perform in 3D applications and games, and the scores in Time Spy wasn't that great too, as we expected. Like we got 2700 scores, which is okay, kind of okay, but you can get better results with 32 gigabytes of RAM and give some more RAM in AMD Radeon application to the integrated graphics. We also tested some games in this laptop, like Cyberpunk 2077. I know this laptop doesn't made for games, but here are the results we benchmarked in Cyberpunk 2077. We tested this laptop in 3 different scenarios, in preset Ultra, Ultra FHD+, and preset Low FHD+, and in all scenarios, this game wasn't that playable, but the scores are good. I can say compared to other laptops, it is acceptable, and you can get more than 30 FPS if you want to play this kind of games. We also tested Rainbow Six Siege in this machine, and in Rainbow Six Siege, we got more than 60 FPS in all 4 different scenarios we tested, and I can say the performance in this laptop is acceptable for some light gaming, like some eSport titles like Rainbow Six Siege or even Counter-Strike 2. As for the performance, I think we can give this laptop an 8 out of 10 score. I know with this price, you can get some laptops with RTX 2050 that perform a lot better than this laptop, but this laptop performed well enough in my opinion. Okay, let's talk about speakers, webcam, and battery life. Speakers in this laptop are okay. You can watch YouTube videos, you can watch movies with it, but they are not made for holding parties or something like that. It is well enough for watching some movies. That's enough. They're not that powerful, but you can get some external speakers or Bluetooth speakers with only 20 or 30 bucks, which are way better than these speakers. So this is the webcam quality of Dell Inspiron 14. What do you think about the webcam quality? It has 720p webcam and it is kinda okay, but I expected more. So what do you think about the camera quality and also the mic quality? Tell us in the comments below. As for the battery life, I can say the battery life for this laptop is around a day. I mean, you can get 7 to 8 hours of battery life. It means you can go out at the morning and come home in the afternoon and have plenty of battery life with your laptop, which is good. But I think they could have done better job at battery capacity. They could give us more than 40 watt hour battery, but with this amount of battery too, we have good battery life. Overall, I can say I liked using this laptop, and the overall performance and the overall quality of this laptop for this price at $500 to $600, it deserves a good score in my opinion, and I can give this laptop an 8 out of 10 score because why not? This laptop is a good laptop and deserves a like. But don't forget to upgrade the SSD. The SSD speeds on this laptop is just the worst. Thanks for watching. What do you think about the Dell Inspiron 14? Tell us in the comments below. And if you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe.